Game Underground. I don't know who you are or where you are, but I will find you. I have a certain set of skills of trading in games, and we're gonna learn it in this video. Hello, so you just got a job at Game Underground. I'm Game Underground owner Jamie, and in this video, we're gonna be showing you how to take trade-ins. At Game Underground, we take trade-ins of video games for store credit and for cash. We also take games and systems from pretty much all of video games history. Alright, here comes a customer now.
Hi, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
I want to trade in a whole bunch of games from a number of different systems. Do you guys take these?
Oh sure, what do you got? You got like Sega Genesis
Yep,
games, we
Streets of
take
Rage.
those. Nintendo, Super Nintendo, we take those.
Excellent.
Portable games like DS, PSP, 3DS. Yeah, we take those. PS2. Yeah, the only thing is with PS2 games, we pretty much only give store credit and about a quarter for each game.
That's okay.
You know, they're very common and unfortunately they're not worth too much anymore. But we even take 360, Xbox One, and PS4 games.
That's great.
When taking trade-ins, it's important to check the condition of the disc. You gotta make sure you open it up before you take each game in. You kind of shine the game in the light, check it out, make sure that there's no scratches that look too deep, or circle scratches. If you move an Xbox 360, sometimes it will rub on the game in a circle pattern. We can't fix that. So as long as the games look good, we can take them in. If they don't, that's too bad. When checking the disc, make sure to also hold it up to the light to make sure that there's no holes in the disc. If there's holes in the disc, it will corrupt the data because the data is usually written on the back of the disc. When you take in cartridge games, you have to make sure that all the contacts look okay, it doesn't look broken in there, and then it never hurts to clean it out a little bit. The way we do this is we take some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip, dip it right in there, and then just go right in the contacts. Don't feel afraid to push it down a little bit, and you'll see the dirt coming right off on there. You just kind of do it a couple times, you see it coming off, and then your game is clean. People are going to want to also trade in a bunch of controllers and accessories. When taking controllers in, just you gotta look out for a few things. Make sure that the sticks have the little rubber on there, that it's not looks like it's been chewed on by a dog or something like that, that they can flick right back into the upright position, that the buttons don't feel too sticky or gross. You know, you want to make sure that this feels like something that you want to use in a match, not you want to give to your friends so that you can beat them. Customers are also going to want to trade in systems here at Game Underground. We take everything from Xbox 360 all the way down to like Nintendo and Super Nintendo. Oh, here comes one now.
I bought you a console I wanted to trade in, but I think I have the wires somewhere.
Okay. Well, every system that you trade in here has to have the system. Are these Christmas lights?
'Tis the season.
It's like February.
'Tis the season.
Alright, fine. Well, you need the system, a video wire, a controller, make sure the controller works like we talked about, and a power cord. Alright, that works. We got everything that you need here. We don't take Christmas lights.
Back in the attic you go.
When trading in PlayStation 2 systems, it's important to check both types of discs. You have the silver discs, which are DVDs, and the blue discs, which are CDs. And some systems won't play one or the other, so you gotta make sure that they work with both. The blue CDs, some examples are Space Race, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and The Sims. If you grab one of those, make sure it looks like it's in good shape, put it in the system, test it out. As long as it doesn't say disk read error, you should be good to go. So you're gonna have a lot of customers that want to trade in Xbox 360s. Oh, here's one now. Oh, cool, you have two Xbox 360s.
Yes, I'd like to trade both of them in.
Okay, so there's two types here. There is the black slim model of Xbox 360. They make some of these in different colors too that are special editions, such as Star Wars or white. And a big thing with that is to check how big the hard drive is. So if you look at the back panel, You can open that up, and then inside you'll see a hard drive, or no hard drive. If there's a hard drive, the easiest way, a lot of them have a little tag on it that says how many gigs is in that hard drive. So then it's really easy. Otherwise, for the most part, the systems are the 4 gig Xbox 360s. Now, we also have the white original Xbox 360. I'm sorry, we don't take these. When taking in a Nintendo 64, there's a couple things you need to look for. Most important is this door right here. This contains the jumper pack for the system. If there's no jumper pack in there, the system won't work. But sometimes we'll have an expansion pack in there, which is a red thing that looks just like this, but it's red. And that gives the system more memory. It's required for games like Donkey Kong 64, Majora's Mask, and helps out games like Perfect Dark. If it has the red expansion pack in there, the system's actually worth more money, so make sure the customer gets what they deserve. Alright, you're also going to have a lot of people come in with handheld systems to trade in, be it PSPs, Vitas, or the DS. Couple important things with the DS. First things first, make sure the screen isn't too scratched up. A lot of these are used by kids, they get so beat up. If you wouldn't want to buy it, then you shouldn't take it in as a trade-in. Another important thing, make sure you turn it on, test out both slots to make sure DS games and Game Boy Advance games work. Same thing if it's 3DS, make sure you just plug it in there, check it out. Another important thing is the Pokemon games. You need to make sure that the Pokemon games can save. The way you do this is you put the game in the system, turn it on. A lot of the times it won't say continue, it'll just say new game. That's kind of a start of a sign. Start a game up, try to save it. When you turn it back on, if it doesn't say continue, you know the battery's dead. There's also a part where it'll say internal battery is run dry. When that happens, unfortunately the battery's dead there as well. We can still take them from customers, we just have to give them a little bit less money. In order to take a trade-in on our computer, you just look up an item the same way you would normally. For instance, Connect Adventures. Make sure that it's for the right system. Like this, if it was a PS2 game like Madden, it might be for PS2, PS3, PS4. So make sure you have the one that says used PS2 if it was a PS2 game. This one is Connect Adventures for Xbox 360. Just double click on that. Usually in a system we have the trade-in value listed as the cost. For this game it's 25 cents. So what you want to do is instead of just selling it, double click on it, do -1. That'll make it go into the negative, like you're taking the game in. Change the price to the amount that you want. So this game's worth $0.25 because everyone has Connect Adventures and nobody wants it. And then just click down to non-tax because you're doing a trade-in, it's not taxable. And then right there you have your trade-in value right here. If they decide to get cash for it, if you go down to this discount area here, you can change that to 20%, and it's 20% discount. That will do all the items at once. And then you just click refund payment, and then go right out to cash. Now, in order to do cash, you need to take the customer's information. The way you take the customer's information is you click here, you type in, for instance, Bandicoot. We don't have Crash Bandicoot in here yet, so we'll click Add New, and then for last name, you write Bandicoot. You ask to take their ID. First name's Crash, and then you put in their address, which is, you know, fictional video game universe. The most important thing is to take their ID number here where it says alternate contact. So if it's Massachusetts license, it'd be like a whole bunch of numbers. And then you write DOB for date of birth, and then like 01/02/1980. So you just push 80. And then expiration, EXP, and year it expires. And then you just hit save and select, and then you just check it out like you would a normal sale. When everything's all set, you got your games in your computer, you need to take the person's ID if they want to get cash. For trading credit, you don't need the ID, but if you want to get money, you're going to have to give us your license.
Here's my license.
Perfect. Remember that time we whooped that Xbox?
No.
Me either.
Hey! What are you guys doing? Now!
All right, man. Well, that's it. Thank you very much. There's your ID back, and here is your cash for your games. All right, and that's it. That's how you do trade-ins here at Game Underground. If you have any questions, feel free to ask myself or another employee. We'll make sure we help you out. Guys, good luck and enjoy working here at GU. I'm gonna take the Duke and get out of here.